What's going on, guys? It is the Bad Wolf. Once again, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's get into it. This particular video is going to be about, and is about, so watch your mouth. Right to travel, but it's also about you guys. I've been waiting years to say this. Taking back your motherfucking powers, your rights, and your liberty. This is a broadcast to all of the private sector, private citizens, nationals, non-residents, non-resident aliens, anybody living in the private, and a wake-up call to our fellow U.S. citizens. It is time, it is time, it is time. You guys can do whatever you want to do. This is all for education and entertainment purposes only, as all of my videos, materials are. Tonight, American people, I would like to talk to you about your rights. I want you guys to understand, overstand, I apologize, overstand that you guys were all born into the private as nationals and state citizens. From the legal perspective, non-residents from within the United States corporation versus the United States of America. This is definitely one of your first videos. There's a lot more you should watch before this one, but I'm glad to have you guys here. For those people who are already on board and they're tracking and you're with the optics, okay, huzzah. You need to exert your rights, but you have to do it in a non-belligerent and non-combative way. The U.S. corporation and these lower courts are all operating in such a fashion as to remove you of your rights, waive your rights, defraud you, incarcerate you, harass, gang stalk, and whatever else, all for profit, which is not American. A lot of you guys out here want to be mad. Oh, America's crap. I'm leaving the country and whatever. Hey, do whatever you want to do. But understand that America is live and well. It's in you. But let's be real here, okay? America is you, and it is only as strong and as smart as you are. So, with everything that they have going on around us to detune our energy, to separate us from grounding, to the food that we eat, to the things that we watch, and celebrating bad behavior and not taking accountability, listening to the stars who apparently are scientists now, listening to the science that is backed by large corporation, listening to the government that is fractured and makes money off of the corporations as well. We, the American people, have to exert our rights. I'm not going to even tell you if you need to take them back. We have all of our rights. They've never gone anywhere. They've been in you. They've been protected by these documents, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights, and the Constitution. Most of you guys have never read any of these. I don't suggest reading the actual parchment. I would go online. It's a lot easier of a read. So, what must we do? Well, what can I do? What can I do? Well, one person, at least I know out there, has created a document, um, and they have done something that I haven't talked about doing in a long time, which is to send out your affidavits, your notices of demand or whatever else. Now, some people, and what I'm about to talk about, have and do and are mailing them anonymously. You have that as a right. Some are putting their names on the envelope or on the letter. You have that as a right as well. Neither one of them are illegal. What we're talking about here, and obviously this should not be done in any type of way that could be construed as paper terrorism, because really, if you are an American, you have the right to inform and update any and all of your officials because they are our trustees. As citizens, they consider us to be a member of their own guild or trustee section, party, class, which can be true depending on how you're moving. But if you're operating as a private citizen, then you are the beneficiary and the trustor, which means they are the trustee. They respond to you. You are the boss when you're operating your private capacity correctly. So, what do I suggest? I suggest you either read, download, buy, obtain, create with Chat GPT, all of the things where you're having problems or you want to exert your rights and freedoms to your mayor, your governor, multiple aldermen, the OIG, FBI, attorney general, district attorney, chief of police, head sheriff, Congress, your Republican, your Democrat, your senators. Let them know you want change. You can go as far as create a GoFundMe. You can create one of those online petitions where you put up your cause, and everybody who joins up, a letter gets shot out to your Congress people. If you want your rights and freedoms and your liberty, because you think you have it now and it's there, but you're not using it. And when you try to use it in some areas of the very non-pure American lower courts, police officers, and some law enforcement, and you're being met with resistance because they're not being told the truth. They're not being taught the truth. They're not taught constitutional law or private law, which are the superior laws in the land, along with religion and the Constitution. So put together your own packets, make copies, and send them out to all these people. It's the only way it's going to happen, along with not being afraid to sue them in the federal courts or higher if they impede on your rights, your liberty, and your freedoms. So let's take a look at one guy's letter. His name is on it at the bottom, so I will not share that. So I will not have this letter on there. You can easily make your own. But let's just take a look, and I'll give you an example in just a moment. All right. So in November of 2024, this letter was drafted by a fellow national, and he wants to inform his U.S. senators, governors, and representatives. You can hit those guys up too. An urgent call for a comprehensive traffic law reform and nationwide education on constitutional rights. It's a pretty decent packet. I've read through. I would probably change citizen to national. So I'm speaking from my private capacity. He talks about right to travel here, the issue at hand, decriminalizing of minor traffic infractions like expired registration, lapses in insurance, minor paperwork things. I agree. Protection of constitutional right to travel. And he talks about Shapiro versus Thompson. Comprehensive overhaul of the traffic enforcement system, how it impacts low income individuals, which we already know, fairness, just, race, creed, orientation, nationality, limitations on police power and traffic stops. I agree with some of this too. I also think that they should be re-educated on the truth of constitutional law before it becomes a large federal court ongoing lawsuits into the multi millions of dollars easily for the system. And because I know those people watch my videos, I'm just giving you guys a heads up, a courtesy, if you will. Then they mentioned nationwide education. There should also be a system in place where people can go to contact immediately if your rights are violated and you need immediate help. There is no immediate help. So I would include a section, hey, Congress people, hey, uh, senators, United States Attorney General, governor, mayor. We need a system in place because who watches the police or bad law enforcement? What, other law enforcement? They're afraid to cross the blue line and snitch on their partner to the internal affairs. Now, if law enforcement are doing a good job, hey, they're doing a good job. And to those people out there who are good and do understand this information and do respect people, we appreciate you. We're not talking about you guys, we're talking about the bad ones. When someone has had their car towed or someone's being kidnapped because the officer doesn't understand the law, he only knows traffic safety, and he's ignoring even that to try to just bust people, or he's operating illegally or unlawfully. There's nobody but you on the side of that road to go for help. You were at the complete mercy of somebody who could be a maniac, an esse, assault type person, and it's happened before. Or they want to call you a sovereign citizen because you want to exert your rights. Now, understand if you're not operating properly with all of your paperwork in place, you're not a sovereign citizen. You're a U.S. citizen who's driving or not exerting their rights properly. You don't understand something. You're doing it wrong. And it's also for them to know that calling somebody a sovereign citizen or Department of State, putting it on their application, including the post office or United States Postal Service, putting sovereign citizen on the application is defamation of character and can be found out with a FOIA request is a suable offense. Here, this person goes into talking about why this matters. Continued information on right to travel. Enhancement of public trust. Yeah, because the public doesn't trust most law enforcement at all. The days of them handing out baseball cards and stopping to just play and talk with people, being the good old officer who lives on the block who ensures his neighborhood is safe and people feel safe. They don't feel safe. They really don't. And I hate to say it like this, but let's keep it G. Half the time, they either show up after the fact or the one time you're doing something a little sketchy and not even that bad, they see you and now you get the book thrown at you. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm not saying everywhere, and I'm definitely not saying all of them are bad because then the whole system would be just shot. But you know what I mean. So here it is requesting a call to action, an invitation for collaboration to work together, some other cases that support the information that he's talking about, provides information. So that's basically about it. I think that whether you want to create something like this document or an online for action website to automatically send people's complaints or thoughts to the various governors, aldermen, represent, representatives, district attorney, chief of police, head sheriff, marshal, governor, attorney general, United States, whatever it is, you guys should be exerting your rights, your freedoms, and your liberties to do such. I'm not setting up that campaign. I'm just the guy who shows the light in the fence. You guys want to walk through? That's up to you. Do it or don't do it. I'm going to keep doing what I do. I'll tell you this, I've already done these things and I do them every couple of years. But if it's just me, one howl in the dark doesn't scare the beast. Packs of wolves in the dark does. Now, as always, do not be a belligerent and combatant. We are against such things. No physical damage or etc. is unacceptable. Paper and pen, the paper and the pen is mightier than the sword. But if the pen doesn't work, then sue them and then the pen will work for you because then they'll have to write you a check. But as Americans and good people offering peace, an olive branch, and we just want our rights to be enforced properly so that we can enjoy our freedoms, rights, and liberties per the Constitution that protects them, we want them. But they won't know if you guys do not, at some point in time, make some of these things, all of these things happen. That's it. I'll talk to you guys later. The future is in your hands. Just here to do my part. I'll talk to you guys later.